guys know that over 90% of your choices out there in the stores are owned by the same group of folks? And you won't believe how unhealthy it is. So unhealthy that they're doing studies now on these companies now that everything's coming to light. People who regularly clean homes lose lung function equal to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years. So when you guys are buying your stuff, which ones are you choosing? Because choosing the safe ones like throwing a dart at 100 yards and hitting the bullseye. And I know some of you guys have learned a little bit about microplastics and the havoc that's causing on our health and has been for a long time.
We all know from the recent literature that microplastics wreak havoc on our body. And many times these convenient mops contain toxic disinfectants and fragrances.
So what I've got for you guys today is some very helpful information that you guys want to know. Because if you're not reading your labels, or lack of...
Have you guys ever read the ingredients labels on your cleaning products? Psych, that's a trick question. I recently found out that on most cleaning products, there are no ingredients labels. Most of them just have this little section on the front where they say, what is that? Active ingredients, citric acid 2.5%, other ingredients 97.5%. That is not helpful.
You guys are getting fooled into buying stuff that is most likely hurting you and probably the cause of you guys keeling over a lot faster than you should be. Because like I said, when you start finding out who owns most of these companies, it starts to become even more clear that they own nearly everything. And a lot of people chalking this up to profit over people, which means they want your money, not your health. Crazy important information before you guys go to the store next time, coming right up. Hey guys, my name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. And if you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most important, news and awareness that affects you, be sure to start this video off with a like, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date, and let's begin. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for starting this off with a thumbs up. It really helps this reach more folks. And if you find value, please share it out. Tell me where you're chiming in from and maybe where you buy your stuff. I'm talking like Walmart, Amazon, Kroger, Costco. You let us know where you're buying your stuff right now. Now, this article is the one that stemmed me down this, and I'm like, holy moly, I need to let you guys know. It's an article, a health company did a study proving, and I'm talking third party, that people who regularly use these cleaning products in your home, not some commercial building, lose lung function equal to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years, all because you want to clean your bathroom. You think there might be a better way? Now look, I know it's affecting you guys because I looked at the stats. This is cleaning products, market size and share analysis, growth trends, and forecasts. So 2025, they did $236.36 billion, and they're projecting this to grow. And you can see what companies I'm talking about. Right down here, by category, conventional products accounted for 88.93% of cleaning products in the entire market share for 2024. And it's saying the organic and natural stuff, only 8.24%. And half of that stuff ain't even on the shelves for you to choose from. So I guarantee you, they're taking your money and you might not be around as long as you should be. Have you guys looked into the liability claims? It's scary. Look them up on all of those companies that I showed you. They make so much money, they pay out the settlements, get told to take the stuff off the shelves, and the stuff stays on the shelves. Remember New York? Just recently.
Tide, Gain, Arm & Hammer, 7th Generation, and all laundry detergents were banned in New York State as of January 1st, 2023. But all of these products are still on the shelves. So what actually happened, and why can you buy these illegal products?
And if you research stuff, that happens all the time. Now I want to go through this study with you guys and give you some facts. But before that, let me show you just a couple reels that I found entertaining and informative.
Have you guys ever read the ingredients labels on your cleaning products? Psych, that's a trick question. I recently found out that on most cleaning products, there are no ingredients labels. Most of them just have this little section on the front where they say, what is that? Active ingredients, citric acid 2.5%, other ingredients 97.5%. That is not helpful. These motherfuckers really trying to claim that citric acid is what's making the cleaning power of Lysol. They trying to claim that lemon peel is out here killing 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. I don't think so. So I went down the whole cleaning aisle to figure out who owns all this bullshit, and was surprised to find a few family-owned brands up here that you might not expect. Like, take for example, Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. Looks so great and natural and family owned. No, it ain't. That's a mega corporation. When I was all done, the aisle looked like this. Red is mega corporations, orange is private equity. I'll show you where to find the whole spreadsheet in just a second. Family owned, founder owned, family owned, believe it or not. I've never heard of this stuff, but it's family owned. And family owned. And I'm sure we could look this up on the internet, but maybe I'm blind, but Barkeeper's Friend doesn't have any ingredients panel at all. Not even like some bullshit citric acid ingredients panel. So I just want to clarify that I'm not talking about how good or bad these are for you. I'm just talking about who owns them. Because if you wanted to know how good or bad for you these things were, you'd have to look beyond the branding and how cute they are and do things like look up like that ingredient or that ingredient. And it wouldn't be great. I mean, I am certainly no chemist. The EPA has it in their pesticides section, be of moderate acute toxicity by the oral and inhalation routes, highly acutely toxic when applied dermally, i.e. on your skin, like a cleaning product. Those ingredients are in this one, FYI. Lord the knows what's in this one, where they got 99.7% are other ingredients. And these ones, we looked these ones up and they are not great either. Oh, and side note that I thought was funny, I discovered when examining the clear bottles that apparently you're allowed to just put your safety facts and your ingredients labels on the inside of your bottle and expect people to just read through your bottle or some shit. Like, what the is this? It's like a thing that the whole industry does on any bottle of clear liquid. They're like, it's probably better that they can't read this part, so let's just put it on the back. And that way you might not notice that the ingredients in Windex, there's a lot more scary looking words in there than on the ingredients label of, where'd it go? Brillo glass cleaner, which is family owned, mind you. Far fewer ingredients right there. Just thought that was interesting. So listen, just because these brands are family owned doesn't mean they're healthy and you should drink them or anything, but it's a good start. I thought you might have wanted to know.
And that's the other thing. If it's on a public shelf, most likely you're gonna need to do some serious digging. Because what I've noticed is they all have a lot of the same things. Synthetic ingredients, because they can't afford to put the good stuff in these bottles because it's too expensive. It'd make the product 2 times, if not 3 times more expensive than every other option you got there. And actually researching this, I learned some stuff. Like, we know how bad microplastics are. They're saying that they're finding them in our brains because they're in so many things. Even our bottled water, I've done videos on that specifically, how much microplastics and stuff and toxins are in bottled water. If you guys, I'll leave a link to that one down in the description. But I had no idea that some of these cleaning mops are creating a dust plume of microplastic in your home so that you're inhaling them. Check this out.
You're gonna hate this one. Swiffer type dusters and mops canceled. First, they're made of polyester and polypropylene. Why is that bad? Those are plastic. So when you're scrubbing your floors with these things, you're adding a microplastic dust load to your home. And we all know from the recent literature that microplastics wreak havoc on our body. And many times these convenient mops contain toxic disinfectants and fragrances.
Crazy, right? But not as crazy as this article where they say what most all of us are doing, causing enough lung damage equivalent to smoking a pack a day for 20 years. That's kind of a big statement. And it's crazy that you're not seeing this on mainstream media, right? But if you look for it, you'll find it. And everyone has an article on this. They just hide it under the rug. Forbes, cleaning your house may be as bad as smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Research in medical sites, household cleaning can be as bad as smoking for lung function. EWG, cleaning products may harm female workers' lungs as much as smoking a pack a day. Even Realtor.com has got news and insights. Is cleaning your house equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes a day? MosFit Cancer Center, cleaning or smoking, which is worse for your lungs? It's crazy that the studies and science is in place, but they choose not to tell you this part. So it makes you question, do we really have an illusion of choice? Do they got a good grip on everything that we use household-wise? Is the core matter that everything is owned by one umbrella and that's why they don't change things? So let me tell you what this study says, because it's a shocker. And real quick, for those of you that don't have an option, if you guys are wondering what I have done over the last 2.5 years, I've switched my spending. I do not spend this money on Walmart, Amazon. When it comes to the stuff that we use every single month, I've switched to an American-made, non-toxic ingredient, supporting family-owned business. And quite frankly, I wish we would have done it a lot earlier. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll put a link down in the description. Come check it out. I guarantee you guys are gonna like it as much as I do. Now, I'm gonna go through this ATS Journals. It's an official publication of American Thoracic Society, and this shows you guys all of the scientific data. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summarize this for you, and you guys can feel free. I'll put a link to this down in the description as well, and you guys can look through all this if you like looking at all the facts. So anyway, the key findings in this study is the scope. Researchers analyzed data from over 6,000 participants in the European Community Respiratory Health Survey for over a 20-year period of time. 6,000 people for 20 years. That's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? It's not like they researched 10 people over the last year. 6,000 people over a 20-year period. The focus was the impact of regular exposure to cleaning products, especially spray cleaners, which is most of them, right, on lung health. So the main discovery was mostly women who worked as professional cleaners or used cleaning sprays at least once a week showed a significant decline in lung function over time. One time a week, guys, one time a week. Their findings was the decline was comparable to smoking 20 cigarettes a day for the same duration. This is the data. I would think that would be headline news. Hey, by the way, guys, stop buying all this stuff. But wait, they own everything. If they take down one, they're gonna probably have to take them all down. Just goes to show you the monopoly out there. A little bit of science, the effective lung metrics, the FEV and the FVC were both reduced. These are key indicators of respiratory health and airway obstruction. Not good. They're saying that the chemical culprits, volatile organic compounds, the VOCs, ammonia, bleach, and other irritants in common cleaning products were linked to the chronic inflammation and damage to the lung tissue. Now, like I said, in that little clip I showed you earlier, they want to tell you the good stuff in there, but they don't want to tell you the bad stuff. That's why it's like 1.4% all natural citric acid, 99.000,000% stuff they don't want to mention. Now, there was some gender disparity. The effects were more pronounced in women, possibly due to the higher exposure or biological susceptibility, or not as many guys are doing the cleaning out there, I'm guessing. Not sure. No safe threshold. It says even non-professional use, for example, weekly home cleaning, showed measurable harm. Like they said, one time a week was equivalent to a professional cleaner. That's how bad this stuff is. Now, I've got a category here of implications for public awareness, and I'm talking regulatory gaps. Always looking for the loopholes. Many cleaning products are not required to list all ingredients, leaving consumers unaware of potential risks. You figure that's probably worked in there for a good reason, huh? They also recommended natural alternatives, and that's what I'm talking about. You guys got to do your research and find the natural alternatives. And they also added in there, find natural alternatives. That means you got to do your research. You got to do like I did and find a safe natural alternative. And they're warning you that the ones that are on the shelves out there, like I told you, doesn't always eliminate the risk. So the extra research really comes into play. So what do? Read the labels, demand transparency, and get this toxic stuff out of your homes. Now, like I said, if you guys appreciate this type of information, let me know with a thumbs up. Put it in the comments, say, give us more of this stuff, and I'll keep doing the digging for you. And remember, do your due diligence, find the healthy stuff. If you're like me and want something that's 100% money back guarantee, zero risk, switch to the store that I switched to, and have a worry-free experience like me and my family have, and a serious sense of ease. Also, make sure that notification bell and the subscribe button is still on so you guys don't miss the next important bit of information I have to dump, because I got a lot more coming down the pipe. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.